Hello, hello. Yes, I actually got to come live today. I'm wiping off my lint, yeah, because I don't know. I think I stuck my finger on it. Anyway, yeah. So, how's everybody doing today? It is Sunday, and so yeah, I'm actually on. Kind of an odd time. I was able to just get on right now, so it was like I'm gonna go for it. Whitney's out with the chickens and dealing with getting the lawnmowers ready because we're probably gonna have to start mowing here in about another week or so. Hey, Lenora, you're right on it. You're right on it. Oh gosh. So how's everything with you today, Lenora? You're driving? Okay. Be careful. Be careful driving. I don't have anything set up, so I probably won't be talking too awful much for a minute anyway. Well, I might. I probably will be. But no, I'm trying to get everything set up. I decided to go ahead and try to get busting through some of this scraps and stash that I have that's still in my basket. My laundry basket. So I was trying to get some skeins kind of set out to start working on. Because yeah, we're going to start trying to get some of these rugs made. And I know, I call them rag rugs, but they're not made out of fabric. They're made out of, the extra leftover scrap yarns from different projects. So, I almost put it in as rag rugs. And I don't know, I maybe did it in the title. I may have put something to that effect. But yeah, it's just I'm gonna get some of this stash worked down. So anybody else that comes along and that they are want to join me in this challenge of getting through our extra abundance of yarns, because yeah, all of this is still just, yeah, don't mind my laundry and whatnot, but yeah, still full, still. So I have plenty here to use. And like I said, I absolutely love the scrap rugs. And I use the linen stitch is what I use. And it's a pattern that I found on Pinterest that I was just, it's the simplest thing ever. But I found it on Pinterest and it is the linen stitch. And I have it in my description of what the pattern is that I actually use for this. So, like I said, super easy stitches. So, Nifty, how are you? Right, I know you have, Lenora. Hello, Addie Batty. Welcome to the live. So yeah, that's what we're working on today. So I am only for this project, I'm using the N hook. I would normally use a P hook. And I think it's like an 11.5, 11 something, I think. But yes, I would normally use an 11, but I'm using the N for this. I've done up to 5 strands at a time, but for this I'm doing 3. So unless I change my mind and decide that 4 will be all right, I find that I like them to be a little bit closer stitched than I do looser, but not so loose that this is going to be, yes, it's nice seeing you again too. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how this goes. I'm just going to randomly put some together. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And I'm going to start out with a 3. I may add a 4th one, but we'll see. So again, like I said, no rhyme or reason. So right now I have picked these 3. And it says to chain 41, but I'm doing these 3 right here for right now. Addie, my name is Addie, so yeah. Well, you know, it rhymes, I guess, Addie. And if you don't want to be known as a baddie, then I guess, I mean, I don't know. I find it interesting with some people's names, you know. Hello, Avery. How are you? So we'll see what 41 stitches or 41 chains gets me. And I have a feeling I am going to have to do more than 40. I think it was 42. 41, 42. I'll have to look. I can look on my tablet if I need to. But anyway. But like I said, super easy stitches, super easy to do. And really, it's one of those that you can work up pretty quick and be done with. But yeah, I'm doing it all with acrylic. So, and yeah, Luna's going to be whining in the background. She doesn't have to go out. She just wants to. Dad's out there with the chickens, so she thinks that she needs to be out there too. And it's like, no, you're not going out when the chickens are out. So, and it's too nice of a day for them to not get out and kind of roam and be free range today. So it's like, yeah, we need to let the girls out. And I need to make sure on my chat filter here real quick. I always forget to do that to fix it. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Anybody working on anything interesting themselves, or any stash busting tips or projects you've worked on that are your go-tos? Feel free to share. With this, there's no gauge really. I mean, it's basically however big you want it to be. So I don't make mine huge, but big enough for like if you want it at your front door, if you want it in front of your sink to have something nice and cushy to stand on, something like that. Jennifer the Duck. That is an interesting name. I love it. Welcome to the live. You finished your boomerang scarf last night? All right, nifty. Stayed up way too late. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't stay up late last night. We went over to my parents last night, and we were home by pretty close to 10:30, so it was a little after 11, I think, before we went to bed. And we slept in today. We didn't go ahead and get up early to do anything we just stayed home today. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I'm doing 72. Randy! Hello! How are you? I hope you're doing great. And Jennifer, you just finished crocheting a blanket. Awesome. I enjoy blankets too. I do a lot of blankets, baby blankets, throws, all sizes. They're pretty fun. Oh, you're wonderful, Randy. I am so glad to hear that word come out of you, that you are wonderful. Yes, you are. I'm so glad to hear. So with this stitch, I just chain out however many I want. I believe it is like a series of 2. So you'd want to end up like on a 72 is what I ended up on. So since I'm only doing the end hook with 3 strands of acrylic yarn. So I'm just, all this stitch is a series of single crochet, chain 1, skip, and do another single crochet. That's all it is. So it's the easiest thing ever. You could do a double crochet. You could do a half double crochet. I'm actually wondering if I want to do a half double crochet. I just thought of that. I love the half double crochet. I am a big fan. So I think that's what I'm going to do actually. So I'm still going to start at the second. And yes, I think I'm going to like the half double crochet better because it's actually going to give it a little bit more bulk, I think. Hey Laura, how are you? I am working on busting through some of my stash and making some rugs. Making some rugs because I don't have any right now. And I really want to get some made up to have for my future markets coming up. So and so this linen stitch may not be the same as what other people do. It may be exactly what everyone does. I don't even hardly go by stitch name anymore, really, because so many people are, they've discovered, and it's like, no, these stitches have been around for a million years. No, I mean, so basically I'm doing a half double, chain one, skip one, half double crochet, chain one, skip one, until you get to the end of your row. Luna, you're fine. You do not need to go out. You're fine. You can go out after the chickens get done running. How I make my blankets is I use a granny square stitch and I just keep following the pattern, making the square bigger and bigger. Yes. Oh yeah, Jennifer, I've made several of those for baby blankets even and stuff, and it's so easy and quick, and they're pretty. And you can do kind of whatever pattern you want of color. You can do it all one color. You can change the color a million times. It's amazing. They're really nice blankets. So yeah, you explained it perfectly well. I totally know what you're talking about. My kids and the kids of the University of Illinois with the Illini 4,000 bike group that rides across the country came yesterday to see me, supposedly for my birthday. Well, that's good. Cool. Laura, do you add no skid backing? How are they adhered? I've never crocheted a rug. I have never done it on any of mine that I have here at home. I guess I should, no, back up. I have used the non-skid, like the bigger panels, and just laid them down and then laid the rug on top. But I found I did not like them. So now I do not use them. Now, do I have rugs that were like for my bathroom and that I like the color and I decided to put it in my kitchen? They had a little bit of that kind of already on the back of the rug, and I don't mind them. They're not bad, but I also find whenever I'm trying to move around or anything and miss fur baby down here, Luna, if we get all tangled up, I get tripped on it because it like sticks around and then it's like half coming up and half not and whatever. So I've just chose not to put any on, and that's just me. So, but the other way around of not having anything, you can still do that too, and I know that. So, I just choose not to. So that, whoever does buy these off of me, that's the option that they can do. They can decide to put a backing on it if they want to, or use the, skid resistant back, things that you can get to lay on the floor and put the rug on top. So it's fine, Laura, believe me. Autocorrect and everything about drives me insane. Yeah, I love doing it that way. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, yeah, it does. It makes it pretty quick, and it's a quick workup. If you have something all of a sudden and somebody wants or needs something or even a quick gift, you know, for someone that you want to give a quick gift, yeah, it works perfect. Jesus rose up from the dead. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, elevator. Well, here they told me they started a Cancer Foundation fund group. They named it the Randy Randall Tailwinds Endorsement Fund. I'm so blessed and honored. That is pretty awesome, Randy. Yes, I am, elevator. Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I've opened all my windows up in the house and it is toasty in here yet. But it's supposed to rain. I think we're supposed to get some rain, and I think that's one reason why Lou's kind of a little anxious. Oh, I imagine you were, Randy. I imagine you were. I was working on a vertical stripes fillet vest similar to what's behind you and too big. So I ended up with the sleeve shrug and many small balls to rework into a top. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, this is the tank top that I was working on with the pineapple edging. And I showed it yesterday, along with what I've pretty well finished. Well, I have finished for this granny square duster, but I'm going to do some adjustment. Well, not adjustment. I'm going to do an add-on to the sleeves for a little tab, so then you can roll up the sleeves and then you can button it to kind of keep the sleeves up a little bit so you can adjust the sleeve length. So I have that to add, and then it will finally be done, 100% done. So, yeah, now you got some leftover yarn, you can create something out of that. The only part that I don't like about this with rugs and stuff is starting it. But that's about any project because I can't crochet as fast whenever I'm starting it. I'm used to just going, and now I'm kind of like, not so fast. And that's okay. I don't have to go fast all the time. Faster, I guess I should say. But one reason why I'm getting this started now too is because I am going to be starting a series on going through my closet, my yarn closet. I call it my Monica's yarn closet, because it's one of those things you just keep stuffing things in there. And I mean, yeah, I can get the door closed. She could too, But as soon as you open it, it's like you just toss it in, close your eyes, hope it doesn't fall out, and shove it, And so yeah, I want to get everything in there pulled out and organized. Get everything set for downstairs because there's a lot of stuff that I already have gone through and got downstairs. So we're getting ready to move everything down there to my crochet haven and my work haven, my creative space, that I can be downstairs and work on things and not be up here. I want it separate. Like I was talking yesterday, I do better if I have a routine. I do better if I treat it as it's work, but fun work, and not get overwhelmed by it. And so I really wanted it to be out of my living space and out of the living space of everyone else here. So, and just to make it more comfortable for everybody. And oh, my chat is not moving. Here we go. Your tank is so cute and Duster is beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Laura. I appreciate that. I'm having to go back and redo my chat here. Hey, my cousin just pulled up. She is bringing me supper. I will try to be back on. Oh, no problem, Randy. Sorry, my chat was going nuts, or I don't know. It wasn't moving. It wasn't doing what I was supposed to. And I think it's still where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's still there, but oh my gosh. I'm not going to complain too much. I really haven't been having a whole lot of trouble. So anyway, I'm ready to have it separate, and I know that I can go live downstairs. I've already tested that out. And so I'm excited about that. Oh, Lulu. Oh, Lulu. Okay, I'm on my second row now. Oh, all the animals are doing fine. Luna scared me to death today, but doing good. The chickens are all doing good. Laying eggs like crazy. My sister-in-law is going to come and pick up 3 dozen. So yeah, I mean, all good stuff. I ain't complaining. Because yeah, they are definitely laying now, that's for sure. So, and I keep messing this up. Yeah, because I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 5 or so dozen, maybe. And Whitney just brought in. Oh, he only did. How? Oh gosh. And Whitney's bringing in a bucket full now. Oh my gosh. And she was like all worried. She was like, "Oh, I'll leave some for you guys." I was like, "No, I already have in the refrigerator for us. You can take whatever you want." I said, "Believe me, I will have enough." Well, I had the weirdest thing happen. I was kind of I was awake. I had just woke up. But you know how you feel kind of whenever you first wake up. It's kind of like, you're a little disoriented, but you're awake, right? So I was in that state of mind of waking up. And I thought I heard like a little bit of a knock type thing. But she'll kind of come to the door and kind of nose it, to see if she can get in. Well, we had the door completely closed last night, so she couldn't get in. And so then I thought, well, maybe it was Sam knocking, but usually he just goes ahead and knocks and then cracks the door, and then if he needs us, then he'll say something, you know. So I thought, okay, but then something told me you need to get up. And I don't ignore that. So I get up and I'm thinking I need to check on Luna. So I had to go to the restroom anyway. So I went in there and I first looked out into the living room to see if she was on the couch or anything, and she wasn't. Luna, you're fine. You need to stop. But she wasn't. And so I thought, well, she's still in the shower, because she was a little bit anxious last night, but not too bad. Whenever we went to bed, she seemed like she had gotten out, kind of gotten out of it. So after I got done and everything, then I pulled the curtain to see if she was in the shower, and she was. And usually whenever I do that, she'll raise her head and look at me. Well, she didn't. And so I said her name. She didn't move. And I didn't have my glasses on. I don't think I did. But it was dark. I didn't have the light or anything on. So I said her name, and she still didn't move. And so then I closed the curtain and I walked out, and I was like, something's wrong. And it like got me, but something told me to go back. I was just outside the door. And so I went ahead and went back, and I like just touched her and kind of was petting her. But whenever I did that, it was just like her whole body just like moved. And I was like, my dog's dead. What am I going to do? And scared me to death. I shut the curtain. And I was like, I'm going to have to wake Whitney up. I don't know what to do. And I was like, Lord, that's all I did. I just said, Lord. Next thing I know, I hear her toenails, and she pops her head out of the shower curtain. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to pass out. I thought I was going to literally pass out. After that happened, then I was just shaking and crying and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to get anxious about this. She's fine. And I was like, you scared me to death. And so I was like, come on, you're coming to bed with me. And somebody was saying here just the other day, they were on with one of their lives because they had one of their dogs pass because they had been having some health stuff and whatever. And she was like, you really don't know how much you love your pet until they're gone. And it was like, oh no, I know how much I love my pet. And that went through my head. It was like, yeah, that I know how much I love her. And I already know that anyway. Because it will be hard. It will be hard when she's gone. Yeah. And we've lost animals before, and you get through it, but it's just, they become part of your family, So it'll be hard. It will be hard. And boy, did oh. Yes, it was so scary. It was so scary. Yes, thank God. And yes, my emotions, I got it under control. I was fine. And I was like, you just come in here and lay with me. And so she crawled into bed with us, so whispering hello. I'm at work, but I wanted to say hi. Oh, Sammy, thank you. Hello to you too, in case you cannot hear. Because I know sometimes people have to put on mute, so. Hope you are having I hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I had never had that happen with her before, but I think she was so relaxed. She was just so tired, and she was so relaxed, and but yeah, she's been fine all day. Not a big deal. Her usual self. Usual self. And I do feel bad that she can't go out right now, but with the chickens, nope. She's already chased the chickens once. And so yeah, she she cannot be loose with them out at all. Yes, a very happy ending. I'm at the cash wrap. I'm hiding. I can hear you. Okay, Sammy. That's funny. I am definitely having a good day. Well, that I am so happy to hear that, Sammy. So happy to hear that. Oh gosh, now my blue. Am I getting the other end of it tangled up in here? It looks like now. Lulu, until Dad's done with the chickens, you cannot go out. Final answer. And I know you don't like that, but it's the way it is. And two, today, so many people are out on their ATVs, razors, side by sides, all of that, because there is a place that people frequent around here and they decide to use our road to get to it all the time. And they are not the safest drivers, if you know what I mean. So I have that to worry about today, too. And as the weather gets better, that is a daily, daily, daily concern. And there, yesterday, we had just all came in from being outside, including Luna, because we were getting some stuff done after I went on live yesterday. And we no more than got in, which, thank you, Jesus, thank you, God. Um, then there was at least 15 or 20 of them just zooming by here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And I'm like, but she was inside, so didn't have to worry about it. So, but this is the way this is starting to look, Rose. You use the hamster ball things to let the chickens roam. No, I have seen those. I have seen them, but no, we don't. We just let them go. We have a humongous yard, and they do not go very far. They're used to being in their coop, since the winter and everything, so they're a little bit skittish right now, but they still like to go. But if we walk around the yard, they follow us. But then if we get, if we start to turn back or anything, then they turn back too. They don't stay. So I'm hoping that they'll do that a little bit more. I know they won't get too far though, but they'll get used to it the more, the weather's nice and everything. And we're getting ready to build a bigger coop. We got all the materials to do it now. It's just getting the time to do it and the help here to help us do it. So, because Seth, he was the one that wanted. So yes, Seth, if you're on here, wanted it, and so I'm hopeful that he will be able to be down here and help do it. I don't know. We'll see. So we've got everything. We just need to do it now. So what we're going to do is turn some of the machine shed out there into a coop. And I think at one time, the previous owners did do something like that with part of that machine shed, because there is a lot of uh, things for like chicken feeders and things like that out there. So I think it's going to work out great, honestly. So, and they'll have a lot more room. And our plan is to get a few more this spring. So we have the brooder and everything still set up. It's ready to go. Then we'll keep the coop that we have now that the girls are in. The girls and Rocky are in. And we'll keep that for them to get a little bit bigger, and then we'll transfer for them over to the bigger ones then once they're old enough. So, but yeah, the girls, they're running out of room. They need more room. They do. The coop we have has done its job, but now that it's getting, spring, summer, they definitely need more room. And they're, full size now, and laying eggs like crazy, and they need room to do that. How long do the laid eggs stay fresh? Um, well, we collect them every day. So if you do not wash them to break that coating on them, then bloom or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's the bloom. If you do not wash them and leave them that way, you can leave them out on your counter for I think it's like around 3 weeks or so, something like that. Now, there has been sometimes we have left ours a little bit longer and I do the egg test and they're still fine. But I usually try to get them washed up and put into the refrigerator. Now, if you wash them up and put them into the refrigerator, they'll last about a month, I think, or so once they're washed up and done. It's like 1 or 2 months, I think. But then if you put them in with the bloom and not wash them, then I think it's about double that time, maybe, or so. So, but yeah, that protective bloom and everything on it, I mean, it keeps them all protected of no oxygen, nothing can get into it, nothing like that. So, yeah, it makes it to where you can leave them out. I'm gonna tell you right now, the part that I don't like about all of this is washing the eggs. I don't like doing it. So I told my sister-in-law, I was like, you can have them free for the taking, but you're gonna have to wash them. So, and they're not that bad, but there are a few every now and then that you get. It's like, I don't really want to wash that, but you know, it's common sense. It's common sense. It's just an I don't want to do it sometimes. So I might give that job to Whitney on occasion too. So amazing. Well, it does sound like a lot of eggs to wash. Is it slimy? No, they're not slimy. No, no, it's nothing like that. They're dry. And yeah, it is a lot of work to have them, but it's worth it. It honestly is worth it. Um, I think they taste better. Uh, we know what we feed our chickens, so we know it isn't a bunch of gunk, junk, whatever. Um, and honestly, these eggs do not bother me at all, but I can even get like the free range, whatever, kind of like from Aldi and stuff, brown eggs that are all basically kind of, what we, I guess, would have here. I mean, I usually get the ones that it says that they've been fed all like vegetable-based diet, and they don't bother me either. But if I just go and get a carton of eggs and get and eat, it messes with my stomach. So, and I enjoy having some eggs every now and then, and it's good for me, and plus I need to build up my omegas more so anyway. And so I am excited that so far these eggs I've not had any issues with whatsoever, and it's not in my head. It's my gut. It is my gut. Just not liking it. And there's certain things that I can't eat anyway, and things that I am sensitive to. So, and allergies that I have too. So I have both sensitivity and allergy. So, I just do kind of have to watch it sometimes, So. Oh, did I drop that? Okay, I'll have to fix that later. Hey, Lori, how have you been? I am so happy to see you. I was just thinking about you earlier this week, wondering how you were doing. Oh, yes, it makes us all happy. I know it's been a while. Yes, it has been a while. But, I haven't been consistent of being here either. So, and there's just been a lot going on. So, I've not been on. So I hope you're doing well, Lori. I hope you're doing well. And I've not been good at keeping caught up on everybody's stuff either. I feel bad about that. And whenever I go to bed, I do try to catch up a little bit on everybody, like if there's some shorts or something that I can go in and watch. And I try to look at people's boards when I think of it and stuff to see if there's any updates or anything to keep me up, But I'm not always good about doing that either. Oh my gosh, I am about to fry in here. And there's no fan in here. We have no ceiling fan in here. I'm probably going to have Whitney turn the attic fan on so I can get some air through the windows in here. Because it's supposed to be in the 80s today, and it's every bit of 80. Yes. Yeah. True, Lori. It's true. It is true. Okay, so this is about the right length. I'm going to measure it so you can get an idea of the length, because this is about exact, I'm sure. If I compared it to my other rugs that I have for me here, it's probably pretty right on. I'm usually a pretty good judge. Not always 100%, but fairly good judge. Because I think some of my rugs have been around 30 to 32 inches, in length. So, okay, this is right at 30. So, yeah. Hey, Charlotte, how are you doing? Sorry if you've messaged me anymore. I ended up passing out on you last night, and after we got back from my mom and dad's, I think I did message you that one thing after that joke. That was so funny. And but yeah, then today I've been busy doing stuff and whatever. So I hope you're having a great afternoon. I hope you had a great morning. Doing good. I'm working on my baby blanket with that. Which way fillet stitch? Yes, good, good. And I have not looked that up yet, but I'm going to, so. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Today's been a good day. Today's been a really good day, so. We've just been kind of focusing on being here at home today and resting, and Whitney's out doing some yard stuff out with the chickens, and Luna's in here losing her mind because she wants to be outside with Dad and she can't because of the chickens. And so I told him, I said, if you're doing that, then I'm going to go ahead and go live for a little bit and start working on busting through this laundry basket full of yarn that I still have. It's the basket that keeps on giving, just like I was saying yesterday on some of my other yarns. The gift that keeps on giving. Okay, where's the step? There we go. CJ, how are you? Oh my gosh. I am so glad you're here too. I have not seen you in forever. I hope everything is going well with you too. And this blue, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. It's wanting to tangle up. I'm about to the point of doing that anyway. Luna, please. Please, sis. Come on. No, we're not doing this. We're not. We're not. I know you're going to tell me otherwise on that, but I'm telling you no. I thought I had it to where it wasn't going to tangle up on me, but it had other ideas. Okay, I got that out. Okay. Okay, Laura. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little while. Luna. Stop. No, see? That's what happens. No, get back here. No. No, 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 no. No. Okay, I'm going to have to see if Dad's done. Because I'm not going to get any crocheting done with her because she's all over the place. All over the place. Well, you have a great rest of your day, Laura. Thanks for hanging out. And girl, it's almost 90 degrees here. Well, here, it's feeling like 90 in my dining room. It's supposed to be in the 80s today, so I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 90 here, but just living the good life, softball and baseball and track from dawn to dusk. Oh, yes. Oh, CJ, I hear you. Living the good life. That is it. Let Luna be. Yeah, I know. We're living in Luna's world. Like Seth says about, Everly. He was like, we're just living in her world. Well, we're living in Luna's world over here. She is a good girl. She is. But she's just about to drive me insane. But I'm trying not to get too upset about that because sharing the story I shared earlier about me scared to death thinking she was dead this morning. So she gave me a good scare this morning. And she was just sleeping, relaxing, I'm sure. And she was just, but she scared me to death. Oh, way to go, sis. Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure that she can go out with Dad. So. What is this? No, we're not acting like we're two. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. I'll be right back. Stay. Stay. No, I said stay. Okay, I'm back. And Sunny is cooking on the mound today. 12 travel team. Asked him to sub. Had to say no, though. He's only 9, and I don't want that much pressure on him. Yeah. 12 and under. Yeah. Luna Tuna. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she did. And she's persistent in that. And, you know, she probably did have to maybe go to the bathroom too, but really, honestly, it's more that she just wanted outside because Whitney's out there. Which is okay, but it's just with the chickens, if they were out, it's like, no, she will make a meal out of them. I mean, she already got Rocky by the leg one day, so, but they've not been out anymore since she's been out. So, you know, and we've not had that discrepancy and miscommunication happen again. So she is now outside roaming free, but she'll probably soon be back at the front door winning back in. I don't know. As long as Whitney's out there, she probably won't, but yeah. Yeah, there were times that I had to basically kick her out the front door. How many chickens do you have? We have 5 right now. And we're getting ready to get more. So we just started out small for right now, but for only having, well, we have 4 females. So for only having 4 females, we got eggs like crazy. They're laying more and more now, especially since the weather, you know, changing and stuff. So, but we have Rocky, and he is gorgeous. I said if I was a chicken, I would be his girlfriend, totally. I would be his chicken wife, whatever. He is adorable. He is the most handsome rooster I ever saw in my life. And then we have Bossy Betty, and I have Ruby, and Freddie turned into Frederica, and Cosmo. So Blue has a new friend. Oh, the stinky kid skunk relocated, and now we have a possum. Okay, well, at least you don't have a stinky skunk, but I mean, you know. Yes, he would be my man. I would let him protect me. I would let him, yeah. And that's most certainly what he did whenever Whitney, it wasn't on purpose, anything. He just thought she could come out because he didn't know that I was going to let the chickens out. And Rocky for sure sacrificed himself. I mean, he was a cockle and doodling, and I mean, everything, like telling the girls to run, I think. And he like made a big circle to get Luna's attention. Oh, he got it all right, and she had him by the leg at one point in time, and I was losing my mind. It was like, I can't watch my chicken die in front of me. Oh, it was awful. But it was over as quick as it happened. We got them in. They were fine. Luna got put inside. We're all good. Nobody got hurt. I shut the shed, got about halfway across the yard, and remembered I left you. Oh gosh, I moved from the dungeon to the shed. Oh, good grief. Oh, that is too funny. Thank God you kept talking, because apparently after I shut the shed, you decided to run around. Yes, I did. I had to go outside and make sure that the chickens were in the coop because Luna was about to lose her mind. So yeah, I went roaming. Oh yeah, she thought it'd be a luscious snack. Because chicken is her favorite meat. I mean, she is a chicken lover. And it's not funny, but it is kind of funny. It is now. Before it wasn't, when we were teaching her not to mess with the chickens, and she doesn't mess with them now. But what she will do is that she'll go up to the coop and she'll just kind of, it's like she's doing the nana nana boo boo thing, you know. She does it and then she leaves, and it's like you see her just run, you know, kind of doing her little gallop, and she's happy as a lark, probably laughing her hind end off, like, oh, I got you. I'm like, oh, girl. Yeah, poor Lou, you know. No, I know, Lenora. You said the shed. I said I went from the dungeon, you know, back in the day when we were talking about the dungeon, whatever thing. Anyway, yeah, the shed. Yes, I was in the shed. Yeah, you took me to the shed. I guess I was a bad girl. I don't know. I would love to have chickens, but my stepdaughter has 3 dogs and a small yard, so we just can't. Yeah, yeah, you have to have space, and yeah. I mean, I know my best friend, she has chickens in town at her house. And yeah, I mean, some neighbor dogs have gotten a couple of hers. So, and she did have a dog, but she did pass. She got, oh, she was ill. She was an old lady. And she had had a good life. I mean, she'd had her forever. And, but anyway, she had passed away. So here recently, in the last almost 2 months maybe or so, they did get him a new puppy. So at least this dog knows, and she's been like acclimating them and stuff, and I think he'll be fine. But yeah, you have to be careful. Unless they grow up with them and stuff or whatever, you train them very, very well and they listen to you. Oh, you know, it's kind of hard. So, the phone was not where I left it, so you were roaming around in there, hence why it was good you kept talking. Well, I thought you meant that I had decided to roam around and it was quiet, so you lost track of me, is what I thought you were talking about. So I just was on the flip side of what you were talking about, so I'm up to speed now on what you're saying. So, because yeah, I had to go outside for a minute and the whole Luna thing and make sure the chickens were in their coop and everything else. So, but we're all good now. And Luna's outside doing her thing. So, and I can start crocheting again because she was getting herself all tangled up in my yarn because she was coming up, you know, underneath. And of course, I have yarn dangling everywhere. And so, there you go. Okay, my purple one is the next one in line up here, so there we go. Needed more words. Yes, the oldest of the 3 dogs has been around chickens, but the other two, no way would I trust them. The youngest is a very big 1-year-old German Shepherd. Yeah. Yeah, you would definitely have to watch for that. I hear you on that. Okay, and whenever I'm doing my scrap rugs, I just tie a knot. And I usually do it like 2 to 3 times just to make sure the knot is secure. And then what I do, I leave enough. I try to remember to leave enough because sometimes, you know, I get to going and I lose my brains. I try to leave a long enough tail to where then I can weave it into the finished rug. So, because me just for these projects, I don't trust just adding it in as I'm crocheting. And I do similar to whenever I do my wearables too. So I know some people use like washable, you know, like, well, let's say even like your Fabri-Tac or something, Fabri-Tac, however you pronounce it, you know, that type of stuff to kind of, you know, keep them together and stuff, or some kind of glue or fabric glue or something like that. But I don't do that. So now I did do a little bit of that on Sonic whenever I did that for Gray for his birthday last year. And whenever we were just up there, I found him because I didn't know where he was at. I didn't know if he was upstairs in his room or where he was at, but he was downstairs with these other toys and stuff because that's what I made it for, was for him to play with. And he's been getting played with, but he has held together. The only thing that didn't was his little eyebrow thing. And so I told Gray, I was like, "Oh, Grandma's gonna have to fix fix that." And he was like, "Well, what do you have to fix, Grammy?" And I was like, "His little eyebrow." And he goes, "No." He was like, "I like his eyebrow. Leave his eyebrow alone." And I'm like, "Oh, you're so sweet." And so I asked him, I said, did mommy wash him up for you? And he was like, "Yeah." So, I mean, and he has held together, except for his little eyebrow. And I think what happened was is that I was going to tack it, and I thought I already had, because I did put glue on it just to set it so that I could go back and tack it, to keep it on there, and I don't think I did. I mean, obviously I didn't around this part of it, like down his nose where it kind of wraps around and then comes up around. This part is the part that came up. So anyway, he still, I mean, I was happy. He's still intact and getting played with and loved on. Sonny is upset because he wants me to go out and watch him practice. Like, we don't do that all week and Saturday. So guess we're going to the field. Are you doing daytime live this week? Just realized my phone corrected me. Lenora meant to say hello to you earlier. Okay, I saw that and I wondered if that's what. Yeah. Um, CJ, I don't know for sure. Possibly tomorrow. It depends on if I have been taking Mondays off of dashing, but we did not dash yesterday or today. So we may dash tomorrow and then take a different day off. Um, I have a hair appointment this week, so we may end up dashing tomorrow and taking the day that I have my hair appointment off. Just so we do have a day off to where we can do stuff here at home, me work, the crochet business more and stuff, and get things ready for, because I'm getting on market season and stuff. So I would say either Monday or Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday of this week. So just keep your notification bell, keep it run, and hopefully you can catch me. So. And so, yeah, you need to go watch him. He wants you to, and one of these days he's not going to want you around as much, and you'll want to be, and they'll push you, push you away. I already know you know that. You've already went round one, I know, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, they go through those different stages and ages, and then we become cool again, right? So, and memories. That's all they want is our time, and that's okay. Because I remember thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh boy, we do this every day, but it's like, no, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna hang on to these times, Gonna hang on to them as much as I can, because they'll be gone in a breath. Well, I just had some more go buzzing by 1,000 miles an hour. Those razors and stuff, they go by here way faster than any cars. And it just drives me crazy. And even if you put signs up or do anything, like have those little, plastic guys with whatever, they'd still buzz through here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. And the majority of people that come through here like that, they're not local to here. They've cut through town, they've come from town and know they can cut through here. or whatever. And I don't care that they come through here. I really don't. I mean, it's fun, fun stuff to do, whatever, but just be mindful. Be mindful and don't think that it's the Autobahn, just because you're in the country. So that's my 2 cents on my rant on that. I'm all about, enjoying the weather and doing fun stuff, but be safe and be mindful of others. Safety. Okay, I have changed to purple because what it recommends on this pattern is that you just trade one color at a time, which that is what I normally do. And so I traded the one blue that I kept getting tangled up to the purple. So now I have this purple one in here. And this is what it looks like so far with changing it to purple. Whitney came in and got the pork chops. I should have told him to turn on the attic fan. I forgot. And another thing I'm doing, I'm trying to hold off on buying groceries as much as possible to get through all of our freezer and all that kind of stuff because we're going to be butchering hog here a couple more months or so. So we need to get through extra stuff that we have out there. Because we usually buy a little bit of extra just to have each month. We'll set aside like just to have a little bit extra just in case, types that things. But now it's just like, okay, I'm getting tired of spending money, people. I'm getting tired of spending money. I mean, it's fun to get, look at yarns and stuff and even purchase those and stuff on occasion too. But even that, I'm getting tired of spending money on it. If I have stuff, it's like, again, I'm going to use it and I want to get through what I got, And so very much wanting to get through stuff so then I don't feel so overrun by my stuff, So I have been going through stuff again. And because, usually every year at the beginning of the year, that's my time, that I go through everything, get rid of stuff, donate stuff, find homes for it. If I know places that I can already donate to or whatever, And the last 2 years I haven't done that. Counting this year. But now I'm back in it because I have to. But it won't take me that long because I already do have a system. Everything has a place in my house. Now, is it disarrayed in some places? And I know you probably know what I mean. Is a little unorganized and not as tidied up and whatever. Yeah. But everything does have a place, so it makes it so much easier. It'll be so much easier than whenever I began like 7 years ago. Or maybe it be 8 years ago now. I don't even remember. And because it was before COVID. And even cleaning my house and stuff is so much easier still because I've kept with that routine. And really not bringing that much stuff in, now like my work stuff, that's different, the yarns and things like that. But they do have a home. Everything has a home. That still has a home. Right now it's a little disarrayed because I'm in the process of moving it, but that's totally different, I hear that. I hate spending money, but when I see yarn, I feel like maybe just spend a little. Yeah, we all get in that, right? We do. We all get in that. We all get sucked in. So I try very hard not to, because I really do try to be mindful of what I do have, using what I have. And if there's things that I am getting ready to make, if I have a special order, that's different too. And, you know, but even still, if there's something that I say I want to make, I try to be like, okay, what yarn do I have that I can go ahead and make that for me? Such as that. You know, I wanted to make one of those whenever Lenora had brought up, you know, and showed me that picture, and I was like, oh, challenge accepted, you know, type thing. And so, yeah, you know, and I did not buy anything for that at all. I already had all that yarn, which I was very happy about. So, but again, this basket is still full. I mean, and so I'm very blessed to have excess, you know, that I can still make things, you know, out of and be productive in that, you know. You need some more water, Will? You need some more water? Yeah, she is definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling the hot, aren't you, sis? Yeah, and right now, no matter the situation of anyone, you know, everybody's going through stuff right now. And, you know, it's like everyone, I don't care where you're at, you know, we're just all of us are having to be mindful, you know. So I just did that nifty because Hirschner's had their St. Patrick's Day sale, 27-cent shipping and 17% off. The big box came today. Oh my gosh, Lori. Yeah. Yeah, I had an unboxing of yarn from Michaels. I was like, yeah, I need some of the big twist. And they had it on sale. And like I said, even though the sale was the original price of what they had it before, it's not going to go down anymore. So it's like, I did that too. But it was stuff that I honestly need for my markets coming up. Because I was out of virtually everything that I bought was the stuff that I was out of that I did need. So my Michaels had next to nothing. I had to order mine, Lori. I had to order it. Right, stuff I need, that's the key, right? Yeah, our Michaels here that's more local to us, it doesn't have a whole lot either. I'm really disappointed. And it's like, Michaels, do you not understand? You know, do you seriously not understand? Or is it that they do just want to do a shipping? That they just want to be an online store? Do that, you know? The only thing that I had trouble that I was fortunate enough to get at least one was the dark chocolate or the chocolate brown or whatever. I think it was chocolate brown. Because, you know, I mean, I know everybody has trouble finding that brown, any kind of brown, for whatever reason. It's like they're always sold out or the quantities are limited. And so I was fortunate enough to get one because I tried to order three and it stopped me. So I at least got one. So I'm happy. I'm happy. If I'll unbox later this week, it sounds. Well, I will have to look for that, Lori, for your unboxing. I was unwilling to pay in-store prices at Michael's. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Lori. I don't. It has to be on sale. It has to be on sale before I buy it at Michael's, be it online or in store. And I better have some cat. Oh, what is it? You know, like the incentive cash thing, you know, like the 5, 10, 15, whatever, you know, if you accumulate on the rewards and stuff, then I make sure that I have that too to cover some stuff and possibly get like a free one, you know. My Michael's is poorly stocked too. They don't have much. I have been ordering from Amazon lately. I have ordered from Amazon too for like some of the red heart and stuff if I can't find certain colors. I've done that too. But I've been having pretty good luck with Hobby Lobby with I Love This Yarn. I've been using it more now too. So, but I only buy it when it's on sale too. Now, has there been times that I've had to go ahead and buy a skein or two not on sale? Yeah. But I don't like it, but I've had to do it. But yeah, it seems like all the Michaels, it's everywhere. I mean, the more and more you hear about it, other crocheters online are saying the same thing. It's across the board. No, this was the Posh Chic. And then I did get a brown sugar and the teddy bear. Or is it teddy bear? Is that what it's called? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, ow. Why do you pick my toes? Why? Why? But no, it's the Posh. It's not the acrylic, is what I ordered. Because I was like, yeah, there's so many of those colors that I was out of. The like some of the little bit brighter colors, some of the more basic colors. So. And yes, I've gotten some of the Pound Plus too. I have gotten some of that back in the day, but I haven't got any recently. I still have some left over from whenever did the big hauls and stuff last year with, the Joanne hauls and stuff of, stocking up, and it's dwindling pretty quick. So I still have some stuff left over, but I still have some that I've still kind of got stocked back, But some of those colors, I have not been able to do that. There wasn't enough of them for me to stock extra up on, So, but I do like the Value Pound Plus. I've used a lot of that in the acrylic. Lulu. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I wasn't able to get a lot of acrylic, but my main thing when I went there is that I wanted more of like, if they did have any of the Posh, if they had any of the blanket yarns. But, I mean, there were some acrylic that I was able to get, but most of the places that we went, there just really wasn't a lot of acrylic. Now, every now and there was like one or two stores in my process of going to different ones that I was able to stock up a little bit on some of the cotton yarns, like the Casey and stuff. And I found that I really do like that Casey yarn, but I've not purchased any since then. And because there are places that do sell that, but I haven't purchased anymore since then. So yeah, I've definitely got my money back from that haul. It was definitely worth doing it. It was worth the investment at the time, because I've made my money back plus on all of that, and I am very thankful for that. Luna, my feet are, I don't understand. Go. She's already starting to freak out a little bit because it's supposed to rain at some point, and I think she's already sensing it. And I hate that for her, but oh my gosh. It's like, just go and lay down or something. Go or go chew on your bone, or go back outside and play. I don't know. Because she came back inside, and now I'm like, I don't know what she wants to do. I'm gonna have to get her some more water. Whitney's outside, because I think she just went back over to her water bowl. Okay, I'll be right back again. Hi, how are you? Give a thumbs up and big hug. Scrawlin'! Thank you for coming. I am so glad you're here. Hello. I hope you are having a great ending of your Sunday. There you go. There you go, plenty of water. I know she's gonna follow me. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna turn that on, but I guess I won't. How's everything been going with you, Scrollin'? Yes, I have missed you too. I have missed you too. My times have been just kind of all over the place and just been hard to be consistent. But like I've said, I am just so appreciative of you all that have, stuck it out with me. So I'm very appreciative. And I don't take for granted our time together at all, that's for sure, because I definitely enjoy being on here. So did you just get home you just got home from work? Scrolling? So now you can relax, enjoy the rest of your evening. Good. How is the weather over there for you now? Today it's like 80s, high 80s, which I don't know what I don't know what, if you guys do Celsius or Fahrenheit, but but very hot over here today. And so for it being the end of March, it is crazy hot. Yep, there goes. Oh, now these guys they're doing good. Four-wheelers, motorcycles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides. Okay, I can handle that. They went by very nicely. That was nice. That doesn't normally happen. Thankful for that. Oh, so yeah, it is. Yeah, I figured it was later in the evening for you. Little cold spring flowers are coming. Yes, ours have been popping up too, and the trees have been budding, and so it makes it uh so much easier to get through the rest of March, right? You know, because usually March, I'm like, yeah, I'm good to go. You know, February went by so fast this year, but yet this winter has been the longest winter of my life. No joke, hands down, longest winter of my life. And I am ready for it to be gone. I'm ready for it to be gone, quite frankly. So, okay, now I'm going to cut off and start a different color again. Okay. Leave a big enough tail on each side. So I have something to sew it into. Okay, now I have started another color of kind of the yellowy. I don't know if this is the original label. I think it is. It's like a mustard color, kind of. Yeah, it's called mustard. That's what I thought, but you could hear Rocky crowing a little bit ago, and now you can hear the train. I just have all kinds of sounds going today. There's just something kind of comforting about it, isn't there? Now, at my sister's house, though, the train track is literally in her backyard. I mean, boom, it's right there. And the kids, whenever they lived in their first home up north, the train track was right in their backyard, too. I mean, boom, right there, you know. It was a little bit further than what my sister's is from their house, but not by much. So that does get a little loud there, but they're used to it, you know, because they've lived there for over 30 years. So so where I'm at in the distance and hearing it that way, I can handle it. It is. It's kind of comforting, just like the sounds of the insects and the frogs and whatnot at night, you know, when you have the windows open in the country, you know, I love that sound because it reminds me of my grandparents' house. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far with the color changes so far. Luna. Well, so far coming together pretty good. I like putting the colors together and stuff gradually and just kind of see where it takes you, you know. That's part of the fun of it too. And that it doesn't matter, you know. Okay. I'm gonna measure this again since it's not as curled up and everything now, just to make sure. I mean, it's not really going to matter because I like the size of it. And like I said, it's pretty spot on to what. Yep. Around 30 inches. Well, I think Luna decided to go lay down maybe now. I'm not gonna jinx it. Can you show your granny stitch behind you? Oh, the duster? It's on the mannequin. I'll try to move it over. I showed it a little bit better yesterday. But yeah, that's what I've got. Like I said, the sleeves are pretty long on it still, even though I adjusted them. What I'm going to do now, yesterday it came to me, it's like, I'm going to put a tab, like one of those tabs, like up in here somewhere, kind of measure it up somehow, have me put it on, and put a tab up underneath inside, and then people can roll it up to adjust it. I still have like some of my tails and stuff I have to take care of, but I think that's what I'm going to do so then people can adjust the length of the sleeve. So, because it's still pretty large, but I mean, it's comfy, it's roomy, and I'm I'm not disappointed in it whatsoever. It turned out really cute. I am not upset one bit over it. Um, so, but like I said, for me to wear it or anything, yes, I could still, and it would be very, very roomy. Um, but I'm making another one that I was planning on doing for myself. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what I've got finished. It's finished except for doing the tab and sewing the button on the outside. So that's what I've got done on her. So I'll be glad to be done completely, and let her go then. So she has a home somewhere. She'll find her home. She'll find her person that will love her and wear her and care for her. So that's my hope. So, but the other one that I'm working on is the shades of blue and stuff. It's another one that I was planning on making for me to keep. So that was my plan to do that one too, but I've decided to let it go. So, but then there's my tank top that I was working on with the pineapple trim. I don't have it blocked or anything yet, so she's still a little bit, kind of puckered up and stuff a little bit. But so yeah, I need to get that done where I've got her blocked and stuff and finished. Thank you, Scrollin'. I appreciate that. So they have been fun to make. They really have been fun to make. Um, but am I glad for this one over here to be done? Yeah, I am. I'm glad for it to be done. So I'm not fretting over her anymore. Because I've already taken the sleeves apart once, and I've already done around the neck and the trim and the front, the plackets, however you say that, I guess. I've already redone that once too. So, and I'm fine with how it's turned out now. So, but I think it'll be kind of neat to have it to where they can adjust the sleeves. I think that'll be kind of a good added touch to it. So. You have all the meat done then? Well, what are you doing that for?
We're going upstairs.
I was gonna say you can turn on the attic fan. I've been about to roast in here. I forgot to ask you when you come in a little bit ago. It is hot. It is hot. Charlotte was saying that it's 90 where she's at. I said, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's gotten there.
87.
It is 87?
What the phone there?
Okay. Well, we're almost to 90, so, too, so. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get off of here. He's got the meat and everything done, and I need to get the rest of everything done for dinner. So we usually do eat a little bit earlier on Sundays. So, yeah, my nose itching. Working on your corner to corner scarf. Nice. And I even wondered about doing a corner to corner for some of my rugs, and I may still do that. I think they would work out nice to do a corner to corner, even with the, 2, 3, 4, or well, the 3 or 4 strands of yarn. And I may actually do more strands on some of them as I go, And maybe on the corner to corner, I might do that. Use more strands on the corner to corners. There we go with more people. Oh my golly. It never ends. It's never ending. They went through pretty nice though too. That group did too, so I'm glad. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get off here. I am kind of at a good stopping point, so with this next row. And like I said, Whitney has got the grilling done, so I need to get the rest of everything done for supper so we can eat and get on with the rest of our day. We'll have to be in bed early tonight again, of course, so like I said, until in the middle of June. We made it 3 months. Now we have 3 more months, so it'll be good. It's trucking. It's moving right along. So, and then our times will everything. I'll have a better routine again. I'll have a better routine. So, get back to my routine. Get back something. I don't know. So. Anyway, will you have more home site address? Will you have your home address scrolling? Yes, I'll see you later, Lenora. I don't have your home address, no. I mean, you can send it to me if you want to. But no, I don't have your home address. I have your email. Unless you send it to me and I haven't. But I haven't got any new emails, I don't think, from you. I don't think. But I do have your email. Oh, I'm gonna like this. This is perfect tension, and I think I made the right choice using this hook and doing 3 strands. Leave this out so I remember. Yarn meeting. Pirate of the Yarn Pirates. Well, you know what, Chosen? You just get in on the tail end. I'm getting ready to leave. I was sitting here wondering where you were. You haven't been here the last few times, so I was beginning to wonder if everything was okay. So hopefully everything's going good. So yeah, scrolling. If you want to send me your address, you can. I mean, that's no big deal. You can always email it to me or whatever. Not a problem. But yeah, I do have to go ahead and go. Whitney's got the grilling done, like I said, so I need to get the rest of the supper ready. And just look for me either tomorrow or Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to try to be on one of those 2 days for sure. More than likely, it will be Tuesday. So if you don't see anything of me tomorrow, don't worry. It'll be Tuesday. So, anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for joining me. And yes, I love you all dearly. And we will talk again soon. Bye.